Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So glad to have you here. So today I want to talk to you guys about fake natties. There's so many people, this is a hot topic right now, and everybody seems to be on the hype train when it comes to fake natties. But how do you really know who's a fake natty and who's not? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you some telltale ways that you can see whether someone's actually telling the truth or not. There's many things that you can do. There's many aspects that you can utilize or scrutinize. And I always recommend using a healthy dose of skepticism with everything regarding the internet. 99% of the time, if it's too good to be true on the internet, it is. It absolutely is. I've never seen it any other way, as many of you guys can attest to. That comes with business, weightlifting, whatever topic you may want to think about or adhere to. There's always someone who's out there selling you a pipe dream, and then that becomes a fad, and then everyone else joins the bandwagon. So right now we've got fake natties. So many people are claiming natty, they're not. How do we know, do we drug test? Do we do this? What can we look for? And I'll tell you based on what I've seen from my clientele, okay? So generally when someone claims fake natty, the first thing you want to do is you want to have evidence. You never ever want to claim that someone's a fake natty with zero evidence other than they don't look natty. Now, in extreme circumstance, like pro bodybuilder circumstances, you can tell, oh yeah, he's absolutely on something. But generally for the general population, it's harder to tell. You've got guys taking thousands of milligrams of steroids that don't even look like they lift. And then you've got guys taking little to nothing that are on a little bit, but they're able to just like put on significant amounts of muscle. So how do you tell? What I've noticed, the first thing is their face becomes red tinted out of nowhere. So generally people have a complexion. If you look at my arms, I'm kind of a little bit of a tan color. If you look at my face, it's got a certain color to it. Now, when my clients hop on anabolics, whether they tell me or not, I can literally see a progression of their face turning redder and redder and redder at rest. So before they work out, when we're meeting and greeting in the gym, when we're talking to each other, their face has a normal red tintedness that is far past what it is normally. So basically, I've seen them before, I've seen them again. Now I'm noticing their face is starting to turn red at rest, far redder than it normally is. That's one way I've kind of identified. Now, as I said before, all of this is anecdotal. This is just what I've learned over the years dealing with clients who are enhanced and dealing with clients who aren't. I have trained these guys, I've been around them, I've seen them, okay? So there is a pattern here. But like I said, always use a healthy dose of skepticism. This video is not to pinpoint anybody. This video is not to clout chase. This video is a personal, anecdotal, purely opinionated view of what I have seen, and I'm just sharing it with you. What you do with it is up to you. I'm in the business of educating, not in the business of lying and cheating. So that's the first thing. Their face turns red tinted. The second thing that I notice is their strength gets better each week, regardless of whether they're putting on new mass or not. Now, generally when someone starts a strength training program, they're gonna gain a little bit, but key emphasis on a little bit. Now, if you're a brand new lifter, you're gonna gain a lot. And the better training principles you adhere to, you're gonna gain even more. However, if you've been lifting for a year or two, you've already gone past your newbie gains. At this point, you should not be adding 50 to 75 pounds on your bench press within 2 to 3 months. That's not normal. That's definitely not normal. And I'm not saying I'm a great bodybuilder, but when I gain strength, it's generally a rep or two within several months period. It's not like an instant, okay, well, I'm doing 225 and now I've got it, instead of 5 reps, I've got it 10 or 15 reps. It just does not happen that way, guys. And for those of you who are lifelong natural lifters, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Strength just doesn't appear out of nowhere and then you just have it permanently. That's not how that works. It's like a little bit at a time. It's like building a railroad, you know, one stake at a time. You're drilling in one stake, you get an extra rep, great. Over the next couple of months, maybe you get 2 or 3 more reps, or maybe 5, and you're just hammering a stake in every workout. You know, you're getting better, you're improving your form. That's normal, but what's not normal is to gain 50 to 75 pounds on a lift out of nowhere. That's a telltale indicator, regardless of anything else. And the clients that have been using, who I thought they were using, I just go up and ask them. I'm like, hey man, you know, I've noticed your strength has pretty much doubled since I've seen you in the last month. You know, are you on anything? You know, is there anything you're taking that's kind of giving you a little bit of an advantage? Because I'm not judging. I just want to know, just for my information only. You know, I don't care if you do or you don't. It doesn't bother me. My life still runs on the way it does. I'm just asking because I'm curious. And they're always like, yep, absolutely. I tried this deal here. I'm injecting this at this frequency, and you know, I thought I'd give it a try. I got a deal on it or whatever. And I'm like, okay, great. Now my information has improved. Awesome. So that's the second thing. Strength improves out of freaking nowhere. It's like magic. The next thing is weight. So let's say naturally, I'm 5'6", guys. I'm 165 pounds right now. I've been gaining a little weight, getting a little chubby. So basically, if you've watched my weight gain or weight loss, with keto, it was a little bit fast. I lost a lot of mass super quick on keto. I've got Instagram pictures to do it, to show you. It was a 2-week and I lost about 15 pounds, just inhuman. But when it comes to gaining muscle, that's not really, you know, you can get to a certain weight. Like for me, 5'6". If I was 5'6" and I was 210 pounds and I was at 8 to 10% body fat, there's a 99.9% chance I'm not natural. And the reason is your body has a cap to it based on your height and based on your genetics. Now, I can't tell you that it is impossible for a 5'6" guy to be 210 and be at 5 to 7% body fat and he's natural. I can't say that that's not the case for everyone, but generally as a rule of thumb, there have been studies on genetic limits and you can actually look them up. There's a tremendous amount of scientific literature on it, and I encourage you to do your own research and make an educational opinion on, you know, based on what you see. But there's no way I could be 210 and lean body fat without being on something. It's not genetically possible. Now, if I had some intervention, some help, absolutely. And a lot of guys who are 220, 230, and they're like at what, you know, 7 to 10% body fat and they claim natural. Well, unless you're 6'2" or 6'4" or higher, there's no way you can be that lean at that much weight naturally as far as your muscle building genetics go. Now, people who are taller have extra weight because their bones, their structure, everything costs more if you're taller. It weighs more because your bones are longer. That adds extra mass, and that's with everything. But generally, a rule of thumb is if you see a guy who's 225, 240, and they're shredded, that's generally not natural, okay? There's a limit, and it starts at the low 220, 220 plus, I would say, would be a good rule of thumb. If you're 220 plus and you're just jack shredded, I mean, if you're a shorter guy, that's just not possible naturally. It's just not. I mean, unless you're bulked up, of course, then obviously, but there's just no way. But in my experience with my clients, like I said, take this with a grain of salt. Generally, the guys who weigh more, who are leaner, tend to be on something. And that's just from personal experience, like I said before. So 3 things, just to recount them. This is how I kind of figure out if my clients are using or not. And absolutely, it does change the dieting aspect. But as far as the training, I mean, things are pretty similar. Either you're training with volume or you're not. Either you're recovering or you're not. Either you're eating or you're not. The principles are the same, or whether you're enhanced or natural. The difference is your ability to synthesize protein and recovery, and how long you can work out. I mean, it's kind of like it's a supplement. I mean, literally, I mean, it's an extremely effective supplement, but It is a supplement. It removes that genetic limit. It allows you to bypass what's normal, and it does give you an advantage. You can work out longer. You're producing more red blood cells. You know, you're more efficient. Your strength goes up. You know, your body is in a prime state to keep muscle, whereas naturally you're fighting all these hormonal deals to stay natural, you know, and to keep all your muscle, because your body naturally doesn't want muscle. It's extremely metabolically taxing, which your body thinks is a threat to its survival. So that's why your body doesn't keep on muscle. You have to eat to keep it on. Now, I know this was a little bit of a longer video. Like I said before, this is not to naysay. This is not to blame people. This is not to spot the fake natty. This is my experience with what I've seen. And you can absolutely disagree with me, and I encourage that. I encourage you guys to make an intelligent decision based off what you see and what you've seen in your weightlifting career. Now, my experience is going to be completely different from yours, and I encourage you to just listen, just watch, and don't be afraid to ask questions. And at the end of the day, guys, remember, we're all brothers and sisters in iron. We lift, we work hard, whether you're on gear or whether you're not. It is a personal choice that separates us, and that gives you no right to be ugly or to be in someone's face or to be judgmental. It's just, we love the same things. We are passionate and love the weights. We need to share that. We need to be together with that. That needs to be the thing that bonds us together. All of this hate speech and all of this, that, and the other, it just promotes insecurity. And at the end of the day, I know I'm not that great of a bodybuilder. I know I'm not, you know, pushing the limits. I'm a very normal dude with a very normal physique. I don't consider myself above anyone else. In fact, I consider most everyone better than me, actually. But I just want to give this information to you as an educational deal. You know, come up with your own conclusions and do everything your way. From then on, it is your journey. So guys, I know it was a long video. Hope you enjoy. I enjoyed having a little fireside chat with you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video for the YouTube algorithm, and comment down below what you think is a fake natty and what you think determines a fake natty based off what you've seen. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I post there pretty much daily, Monday through Friday. So if you want to be a part of it there. And I look forward catching you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.